Hey guys, in this video we're going to be going over is Swoop Business Solutions the ideal company for me to do business with in terms of my payment processing solutions. So a little bit of overview, I work for Swoop Business Solutions. They sell basically products that help you optimize your business in terms of being able to take credit cards and debit cards. It's very similar to Square or Toast. So to get in, they sell products like Clover. They sell products that help you with inventory management while also being able at the basic core needs of bread and butter, being able to process credit card payments. So credit cards already are going to charge anywhere from a 1% to a 5% fee. And based on your credit score, you're going to qualify for a certain amount of Swoop Business Solutions. My answer, there's no really short answer to this, but I think the owners are good people and some of the managers are good. There is a woman named Erica. She's not moral, so I would not recommend doing business with her. She will literally call you on your vacation and take away time from your family since she's divorced. Her name is Erica Shellshit, or Shellshut, sorry. Even though she's a shit, Erica's name is Erica Shellshut. Um, and basically, she will basically not give a shit if you're spending time with your family because she herself is divorced and abuses her husband, but she will not care if you're spending time with your family. She will simply only care about getting a sale and says, "Oh, isn't saving money important even if you're on vacation or spending time with your family?" No, first of all, nothing's more important than my free time and my family time. And I'm sorry that a divorced woman that cares only about money that doesn't bring true happiness wants me to do this. Don't do business with her. It's okay if you want to do business with Swoop, but don't do business with her. Don't put money in her pocket. Let her find a different job. So she's one of the worst people to work under. If you say one thing wrong in the script, she'll pull you back and say like one word. She'll be like, "If you do it again, I'm gonna fire you." And like literally, she's the worst person in the world. She has to take out her problems out on other people. She's a bitch. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, since I have like a business like mine that does take payment processing, credit card payment processing, the reason I haven't gone with them, even being a former employee, is because all they do is raise the overhead cost. If you're a small business, you already got to adhere to the codes. You got to pay the business license. You got to pay for a commissary kitchen if you're running, for me, like farmers market stands with food being served. I mean, it's $1,200 for the commissary kitchen. It's $562 for the business insurance. To get it up, there's $248 for the health permit. There's $50 for this class, a food sanitization course. Then on top of that, there's also a fucking like all these codes you have to follow in terms of what temperature to have the cheese, how to have a tarp over the refrigerator, how much spending the money on the grill, the tent, the sandbags, for all that stuff. Where how you have to store your bread in coolers, how you have to store meats in coolers, what temperature they all have to be at. Like I said earlier, how the hand wash station, the buckets for the uh, soapy water, the regular water to rinse it off, then the bleach water, and they take chlorine strips and test out the bleach, and then you have to have the air dry rack. There's this code, that code, a million things you got to follow, and then on top of that, they want to take your credit score. They want to get all in your business. They want you to pay $2,000, $3,000 when all at the end of the day, all that's covering is not only profitability, which is fine for the owner, they got to be profitable, but profitability on what? It's a bunch of people basically making phone calls in offices and they're trying to cover the overhead for that. You're paying for a bunch of people to say the same script over and over again. And to me, that's not worth it unless you're already making money. And especially when you're first starting out, go with Square. Go with Square and then maybe look into Toast. But all they're doing is raising the overhead costs and sticking their nose in your business, and that's just money you got to make up. At least with Square, it might be more of a fee, but you just swipe it and you're good to go. You make money, they make money as you make money. Versus this, you might not even make a single cent from your business, and they still get paid no matter what. They're raising the overhead costs, like so that like let's say you invested 2 3 grand in your business, now it's 3 4 grand with their thing, and you might not even sell anything. They might just walk away with the money you know? So between Square and Swoop, they might tell you that that's a scam, but no, Square is much better, 150%. And if you're dealing with Erica, it's 1,000% better. So between Square and Swoop Business Solutions, go with Square.